Angkla Party List Solon Jesolito Manalo sees the rise of the Philippines as a maritime power. The full story from Freddie Abando.
Filipino seafarers are among the most sought after, hired to man the world shipping fleet. They are the top choices in Japan, Europe, Asia, and even the Middle East. There's a great future for Filipino seafarers to be recruited for the growing world shipping fleet to serve the expanding global trade. With Marina at the helm of ensuring the Philippines is on the right track in setting directions of education for Filipino seafarers, the demand for their service continue to grow. In fact, more and more Filipino officers are hired for their training, qualification, and dedication to work.
With that standards in place, we now will have to look at where it will take us. With proper education, safeguarding the livelihood of the seafarers, it will now move our seafarers, both the ratings and also the officials, the officers, into the higher level of being recognized as one of the best in the world. So today, as 1 out of every 4 seafarer is a Filipino. We're actually closing to be 1 out of 3. Very soon in the world. In the global fleet. In the global fleet.
Angkla Party List Congressman Jesolito Manalo has been championing the welfare of Filipino seafarers in the House. His most recent crusade is to push the Philippines as a maritime power. Manalo said the Philippines can match the rise of Japan and South Korea in Asia as maritime powers. Both countries are shipbuilding powers. Over the past few years, both nations saw the prospects of the Philippines as a center for shipbuilding in ASEAN. Building ship containers in Subic Bay. It has employed thousands upon thousands of highly skilled Filipino workers. Japan has invested in a major shipbuilding facility in Cebu, which has generated jobs by the thousands. Because of this, Manalo has filed a bill on naval architecture that will enable local shipping architects to design and develop designs of ships to be built locally for the world shipping fleet. Manalo sees great promise for the Philippines to build ships for its Navy and Coast Guard.
We are actually a maritime nation. But this kind of realization need to be stated by government to pronounce it in clear terms. We are a maritime nation. We're going to propose legislative measures for you to do it. We're going to allow ship registry to be a lot easier. We're going to provide tax incentives for the country so that foreigners, foreign direct investment can come in. As a shipbuilder, we're number 4 in the world. And a majority of the Filipinos don't even know this. But we're building ships for Japan, we're building ships for the Korean. So we are a shipbuilder already.
Push for the Philippines to be a maritime power provides for the construction of more ports, expanding the nautical highway, and making the Philippines as a major transshipment point bigger than Singapore and be the center for trade and commerce in ASEAN.
With this already in place, the kind of training and exposure that we have with our maritime officers is tremendous. They're learning where cargoes are coming from. What are the goods being delivered from one country to another? What kind of port they're docking and berthing? What kind of ships they're running? What kind of sanctions are being imposed to assure the maritime resources of the world is maintained environmental friendly?
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.